What if I told you that in Japan, kids clean their own schools, not as punishment, not because a teacher forgot to hire a janitor? Every single day, at the end of the school day, Japanese children from kindergarten through high school stop what they are doing, pick up their cleaning supplies, and clean their classrooms, hallways, bathrooms, and cafeterias themselves. No adult supervision required, no complaints, no negotiation, just kids cleaning their school as naturally as they do any other part of their day. And here is what makes this even more remarkable. These same kids go home and they clean there too. Not because their parents forced them, because somewhere along the way, cleaning became part of who they are rather than something imposed on them from the outside. This is the Sōji method. And today, I am going to show you exactly what it is, why it works so profoundly, and most importantly, how you can bring it into your American home to raise kids who actually contribute to keeping your space clean, without the daily battle that most American parents know all too well. Sōji is the Japanese word for cleaning, but in the context of Japanese schools, it means something much more specific and much more powerful than the English word suggests. In Japanese schools, Sōji time is a structured daily period, typically 15 to 20 minutes, built directly into the school schedule. It happens every day without exception. Every student participates. Every area of the school is divided into zones, and groups of students rotate through responsibility for each zone over the course of the school year. One week your child cleans the classroom. The next they clean the hallway. The next the school entrance. Nobody is exempt. Nobody gets a pass because they do not feel like it. But the philosophy behind Sōji goes much deeper than cleaning logistics. In Japanese culture, Sōji is understood as a practice of respect and character development rather than a practical maintenance task. When a child cleans a space, they are learning to take ownership of shared environments. They are learning that spaces do not maintain themselves, that the comfort and cleanliness of a shared space is everyone's collective responsibility. They are learning discipline, attention to detail, and the connection between effort and result. Japanese educators call this setsumai, the teaching through doing. You do not tell a child that spaces need to be respected and cared for. You give them a cloth and a responsibility, and you let the experience teach what words never fully could. The result of 12 years of daily Sōji is an adult who cleans naturally, who takes responsibility for shared spaces without being asked, and who genuinely understands that their environment does not exist independently of their behavior toward it. That adult is the parent who does not struggle to get their kids to clean, because their kids were shaped by Sōji long before they became parents themselves. Before we talk about how to bring Sōji into your home, we need to be honest about why Western kids resist cleaning so consistently. Because if you have ever tried to get a child to tidy their room or help in the kitchen, you already know how that usually goes. The resistance is not laziness. It is not defiance for its own sake. It is the entirely predictable result of how cleaning has been framed in the child's experience. In most American homes, cleaning is introduced to children as a consequence or a request. You clean your room because I told you to. You clean your room because it is a mess, and I cannot stand looking at it anymore. You clean your room or you do not get screen time. In every one of these framings, cleaning is external. It is something imposed on the child from outside. It is not connected to identity, not connected to responsibility, not connected to any genuine understanding of why it matters. Sōji works differently because it never frames cleaning as a request or a consequence. It frames it as participation. You clean because you are a member of this community, and this is what members of this community do. The framing is identity-based rather than compliance-based. And identity-based behavior is infinitely more durable than compliance-based behavior because it does not require constant external enforcement. When a child understands themselves as someone who takes care of their environment, when that is simply part of who they are, they do not need to be asked. They do not need to be reminded. They do not need a reward system or a consequence system. They just do it because it is consistent with how they see themselves. You cannot replicate a Japanese school in your living room, but you can absolutely replicate the principles that make Sōji work. And those principles, applied consistently at home, produce the same results over time. Principle 1. Make it daily and non-negotiable. The power of Sōji is in its consistency. It is not a sometimes thing or a when the house gets bad thing. It is every day. Same time, same expectation, without discussion. In your home, this means establishing a daily cleaning participation time. Even 10 minutes. That is as fixed in the schedule as dinner or bedtime. Not when I ask you to. Every day at this time, we all contribute. Full stop. Principle 2. Assign real responsibility, not assistance. There is a significant difference between asking your child to help you clean and assigning your child a specific area that is their responsibility. Sōji gives each student a zone, a space they are personally accountable for. In your home, this means each child has spaces that belong to them to maintain. Not helping mom with the living room. The bathroom counter is yours. The hallway is yours. Keeping your shoes organized at the door is yours. Real ownership of real spaces creates real investment in maintaining them. Principle 3. Start at the youngest possible age. Japanese children begin participating in Sōji in kindergarten. In the home context, this means starting cleaning participation as early as 2 or 3 years old with age-appropriate tasks. A 2-year-old can put their toys in a basket. A 3-year-old can wipe a low surface with a cloth. A 4-year-old can help sweep with a small broom. Starting early is not about the quality of the clean. It is about establishing the identity before resistance has a chance to form. A child who has always participated in maintaining their home does not know how to be a child who does not. Principle 4. Never clean after them immediately. This is the hardest principle for most parents and the most important one. When a child cleans imperfectly, and they will clean imperfectly for years, the Sōji model does not have the adult immediately redo it to a higher standard. That behavior communicates to the child that their contribution was inadequate, and that the adult will always fix it anyway. Both messages destroy the habit. Let imperfect cleaning stand. Acknowledge the effort. Offer gentle guidance for next time. Over weeks and months, the quality improves naturally. The identity as someone who maintains their space develops and deepens with each imperfect but genuine attempt. I want to paint you a picture of what your home actually looks like when Sōji principles have been running for 6 months. Because the change is not just in how clean the house is. It is in the entire dynamic of the household. The daily argument about cleaning disappears, not because you gave up, because the children no longer experience cleaning as an external imposition that requires fighting. It is simply part of the day. It is what the family does. The identity is established, and the behavior follows the identity automatically. Your own cleaning load drops significantly. When 3 or 4 people each carry a small portion of the household maintenance, the portion that falls to any single person becomes genuinely manageable. You are no longer the sole maintainer of a space that multiple people are actively making messy. You are one member of a household that collectively keeps its shared space in order. And perhaps most significantly, your children develop a relationship with their environment that will serve them for the rest of their lives. They will be the roommate who cleans, the partner who contributes, the adult who does not need to be managed. They will move through shared spaces with a natural awareness of their responsibility toward those spaces that most adults in America were simply never taught to have. That is the real gift of Sōji, not a clean house. A child who becomes an adult who cleans not because someone tells them to, but because somewhere along the way it became part of who they are. Start today. Assign one space. Make it daily. And let the identity build itself one 10-minute session at a time.